Dante's Peak. Harry Dalton, a volcanologist still carrying the emotional scars of losing his fiancée during a past eruption, is sent to the quiet mountain town of Dante's Peak. The place has just been ranked one of the best small towns in America, but Harry quickly suspects something dangerous is brewing under the surface. A series of subtle signs, dead vegetation, acidic water, and strange seismic tremors, lead him to believe that the long-dormant volcano may be waking up. The townspeople, however, are enjoying their annual Pioneer Days celebration, blissfully unaware of the looming threat. Rachel Wando, the town's mayor, is warm, grounded, and protective of her children. She takes Harry seriously from the start, sensing that his concern isn't just routine. They share an unspoken understanding, the kind that forms when two people carry more weight than they show. Rachel invites him into her world, where balancing civic duty with motherhood means constantly walking a tightrope. Harry, though an outsider, quickly finds himself drawn in, not just by the mountain's behavior, but by Rachel's quiet strength. Harry's team from the USGS arrives, led by his more cautious boss, Paul Dreyfus. They set up monitoring equipment, but dismiss Harry's warning as premature. Paul insists on waiting for more data, not wanting to risk false alarms or unnecessary panic. But when a young couple is found dead in a hot spring, boiled alive, Harry knows the mountain is no longer just stirring. The evidence mounts, and the tension between Harry's urgency and Paul's caution deepens. Rachel, caught in the middle, starts to see the cracks in the calm. Rachel's children, Graham and Lauren, stumble upon more troubling signs, a dead forest and burned squirrels near the lake. Rachel confronts the council, and Harry finally convinces Paul to issue a warning. But it's already too late. The volcano erupts violently, sending ash and debris into the sky. Chaos breaks out. Buildings shake, people scream. Streets are choked with cars. "Get to the bridge," someone shouts, but traffic snarls, and the mountain won't wait. Harry rushes to find Rachel and the kids. As lava consumes roads and falling rock crashes around them, they head to Ruth's cabin, Rachel's former mother-in-law, high up the mountain. Ruth, sharp and unyielding, refuses to leave at first, but when she sees the boiling lake and realizes the danger, she finally agrees. They take a small boat across the now toxic water, dodging logs and burning debris. Acid begins to eat away at the aluminum hull. In a moment of terrifying clarity, Ruth jumps out of the boat and pushes it to shore, sacrificing herself to save the others. "Don't look back," Harry mutters, dragging the kids to safety, while Rachel cries for Ruth. The moment crystallizes how personal the disaster has become. Not just a geological event, but a test of human bonds, choices, and sacrifice. They get to a ranger truck and drive down the mountain, dodging falling trees and collapsed roads. But the town below is gone. Fire and smoke coat what used to be homes and memories. The bridge they need to cross has been damaged, and Rachel's truck can't make it across. Harry insists they have to jump it. "Just hold on," he tells the kids and slams the accelerator. The truck clears the gap but is battered. The chaos outside mirrors the panic inside. Every choice a gamble, every turn a dead end. Back in town, Paul is killed by a collapsing bridge while trying to guide evacuees. The USGS command center is abandoned. Communications are lost. Harry remembers the Doppler device in his truck. If he can reach it, a signal might bring help. He and the family take shelter in an old mine used by Rachel's grandfather. It's dark, hot, and filled with dust. Harry finds the Doppler buried under debris, injuring himself in the process. Time slows. Supplies dwindle. Hope flickers. Harry records a message on the Doppler beacon, clutching it as his leg bleeds and the walls around them threaten to give way. Rachel tends to him. The kids ask if help is coming. "We'll be okay," he says, more for them than for himself. They wait, breathless. Outside, the ash still falls. Days later, a robotic probe from the USGS finally picks up the Doppler signal. Rescue crews arrive, digging through layers of debris. They find the mine. They find them, alive, battered but alive. The sight of Rachel and her children stepping into the light is both triumphant and heartbreaking. Harry is carried out last, barely conscious, but smiling at the sound of the children laughing. The volcano is quiet again. But it took everything. The town will never be the same, and neither will they. Dante's Peak wasn't just about surviving nature's fury. It was about learning what you're willing to risk when the world turns upside down and there's no room left for hesitation.